Can we please stop using all the same stock photos and B-roll? For sake, everybody's seen them and everybody's copying them. I'm gonna share with you the key to being a successful video editor. I'm talking the top 0.1% of the top 0.1% of the people actually making money editing videos. Because let's face it, most video editors are broke. So this is the framework that I've used to make over $3 million editing videos. And that's $3 million with an M. And not only that, I've made videos for the biggest creators on the internet, and I've made them go extremely viral. And by viral, I mean 1 million views within 24 hours. And not only have I made all of my clients go viral, I've also gone viral to the tune of getting 500 million views. And it's because I perfected exactly what all video editors get wrong. So if you're watching this video, there's a chance, a good chance, that you're gonna be in the top 0.1% of all video editors that actually make money. So the old way of editing, AKA you slap big, bold, yellow and green subtitles on videos and you expect them to get a lot of views because you're putting those captions on videos, that shit don't work no more. That right there was a trend. A trend in which if you look deep enough, you will find started with me. If you go back to my TikTok account from July of 2020, you will see the first video ever with big, bold, ugly subtitles. And over the course of a few months after that July of 2020, I started working with some very big clients. One of which was Grant Cardone, another one was Ryan Pineda, and even more bigger clients came after that, one of which was Jordan Peterson. He's awesome, by the way. And when people like yourself saw these big figures on the internet get lots of views, they immediately looked at the editing and said, that is why these videos are going viral. They completely skipped over the fact that all of these people are incredible speakers. They're all rich. They all live interesting lives. Point of this is that was an editing trend. And if you're constantly following editing trends, you're never gonna succeed as a video editor because you're just gonna be copying somebody like me. Since then, you've seen a lot more trends. You've probably also seen the Iman Ghazi style and the Ali Abdil style and the Devin Jotho style. And there's probably gonna be 17 others that come after that. Those are the people that are innovating. That is where you need to be. Like myself, who innovated a new style of subtitle for the internet, which I apologize. It really, really took the internet by storm. And I feel like that's what it truly means to go viral. So what you're used to doing is stealing like an artist and putting what's working on other people's videos or your own videos and probably not seeing the same results as the people that you're copying. So without you having to copy other people and have other people ask you to make a video that looks like somebody else, here's the new way of editing. This is the editing that actually gets results. So video editing had a weird time during 2020 when the world kind of shut down. A lot of people lost their jobs. And prior to 2020, to be a good video editor, you had to make videos for yourself. There was a barrier of entry. You had to buy Final Cut. You had to pay for Premiere Pro. You had to have a reason to make videos. Like, I'm trying to build a YouTube channel, or I'm working with somebody to build a YouTube channel, or I'm making documentaries. And it wasn't until short form content in 2020, you're welcome, for a lot of jobs, did anybody have the need to like caption a video. So at that point, a lot of new video editors rushed to the industry and all they knew how to do was subtitle and model videos that were already working. So the reason this style of video isn't working anymore, the old way, is because so many people flooded the internet with videos that all look the same. And now when everything looks the same, nothing stands out. But if you notice, the big creators who started it are still succeeding because it's not about the editing. The new way of editing is not focusing on the subtitles, cutting out every little dead space, adding some stock B-roll or 3D animations that really don't matter. It's focusing on the structure of what is being said. And this comes down to basic storytelling. Does the video have a beginning, a middle, and an end? So in the last few years, we've seen a decline in the success of heavy CGI-based superhero movies. Unlike the success of movies like Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2 and the Avengers, now you have things like Madam Web. And there's just so many CGI-heavy movies that everybody's just simply tired of. And then you look at short form. All these videos being posted 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day because that's what Gary Vee says to post.
You should be putting out somewhere between 5 and 15 posts on social media a day.
So everybody just floods the internet with crap videos with really pretty subtitles and animations and graphics, and the videos perform horribly, and everybody just gets so used to seeing them that they start hating them. It's like that Incredibles movie quote.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
So what do? Good stories over good edits. So how do you make a good story? What actually matters? It's all about getting somebody to watch from the start until the end. No matter what platform you're trying to succeed on, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, it doesn't matter. What matters is you get somebody to watch from start to finish. Me and my company Viral Edits have made over 1,000 viral videos on TikTok for some of the biggest influencers on the internet. What didn't matter was the style of editing, the title, the caption, the hashtags, the time it was posted. You could look at every video video with over 1 million views, because I track them on a spreadsheet. And if that's something that interests you, a list on a spreadsheet of over 100 videos that went viral, meaning 1 million views, go ahead and hit the link in my bio and join my community. I think you'll like all the other resources you get inside as well. So what is going viral right now isn't fancy. It's people using their cell phones or cameras if they want to, because that really doesn't matter. It's people talking with a ton of conviction. It's people that believe in what they're saying. It's people that are educated and are conveying their message very well. And they're also simplifying it enough where you can understand it in roughly 1 minute or less. That is a skill set that you need to develop or you need to show in the videos that you are editing. If you can simplify somebody's message and find the parts that have great conviction, you will succeed at getting yourself or other people views. This comes down to what we call linear editing versus non-linear editing. A lot of you guys edit linearly. What does that mean? You find a clip or you see a file and you immediately assume that the video starts here and ends here because that's the way the file is. And then you just shorten it up, cut out what you don't need, and then copy somebody's style, put it over top of it, and then post it or upload it or send it to your client. And then you don't get any views. What you need to learn how to do is what we call non-linear editing. Non-linear editing means that the hook, like all the other people talk about, you know how the hook is the most important part of the video and there's 7,000 videos of people telling you hooks that you can steal. This is where you gotta get good. You gotta find the part of the clip. And it might not be the spoken hook or the 3 that the creator gave you or that you did. It may just be the way you talked about something. And you gotta pull that out and you need to put it to the front. And then you need to puzzle piece a video together from start to finish to include the whole story. You might get a part from over here, you may get a part from here, you may get a part from here. Point being is the most successful viral videos are rarely spoken start to finish the way that they are presented on social media. Okay, so here's an example of a video where the hook was not at the beginning, but we actually split tested 2 different variations of this video on TikTok and it went on to go viral on every single platform. So the 2 variations we posted on TikTok, the first variation which failed got 151,000 views. Yes, I consider that a fail. The second variation which went viral did 1.6 million on TikTok. Luis, what did it get elsewhere? I know, I'm an asshole.
Got 3.8 million on YouTube Shorts, 2.8 on Instagram, and 1.6 on TikTok.
Okay. Thanks, Luis. I can't do what I do without Luis. I gotta give him love. So here's the raw file from this video. The raw file is 1 minute 33 long, and we're gonna go ahead and play it.
Guys, they keep pushing. I don't want it just to be purely aesthetic. The thing is, when you're purely aesthetic, your performance of almost everything is radically higher than almost all.
In that case, I'll follow whatever you think I should look like.
So, I mean, Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. Yeah.
So that was the hook that you would assume, okay, that's a pretty good hook. Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. That was the video that failed. We tried that, it got 151,000 views. So if I was editing linearly, meaning start to finish, that video would have been a failure. And that's why I encourage you guys to watch the whole raw file and look for things that the average editor might not see. And in this case, this is what we saw.
As far as aesthetic goals, I would say getting your biceps and triceps and shoulders as big as possible because your forearms are fucking awesome. When you have big forearms like Jared and you have the upper arms to match, it starts to look comic booky in the best way possible. So let's say your legs look great, your back looks great, your chest is very impressive. Focusing on shoulders and arms for a few months would do you a lot of good.
So a typical week for me is chest and back Monday, shoulders and arms Wednesday, legs Friday, shoulders and arms Saturday.
It's not terrible. Not terrible, but could be more things. If you start training your upper body musculature at least twice a week, you would see another escalation of gains even more profound than the one when you transition to smaller sections. It'll radically transform your physiques. It would be sweet to take before pictures, take after pictures. You can have a whole podcast about your journey through the thing. Like, awesome.
Just to work out how good they are as coaches. I ruptured an Achilles.
Yeah. So right there, when he said, I ruptured an Achilles, there was conviction in that, there was tonality in that, and he actually looked at the camera very aggressively. Right there was like, okay, that by nature had more conviction and tonality than when, in this case, Mike Iswatel was saying, so me and Jared designed boy physiques pretty well. That hook went on to do when he said,
which one did I rupture?
Which one did I rupture? So it was almost like a question. It was, I ruptured an Achilles. Which one did I rupture? So now the video starts with a question, like, can you tell what happened to me? That, to the viewer, is a lot more engaging than we designed boy physiques. So let's look at both videos, and you tell me which one should have gone viral.
Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well. Yeah. As far as aesthetic goals, I would say getting your biceps and triceps and shoulders as big as possible because your forearms are fucking awesome. When you have big forearms like Jared and you have the upper arms to match, it starts to look comic booky in the best way possible. Your legs look great, your back looks great, your chest is very impressive. Focusing on shoulders and arms for a few months would do you a lot of good.
A typical week for me is chest and back Monday, shoulders and arms Wednesday, legs Friday, shoulders and arms Saturday.
It's not terrible. If you started training your upper body musculature at least twice a week, you would see another escalation of gains even more profound than the one when you transition to slow eccentrics. It'll radically transform your physiques. It would be sweet to take before pictures, take after pictures. You could have a whole podcast about your journey through the thing.
In that case, I'll follow whatever you think I should look like.
So right there, no mention of the calves. Here's the other variation.
I ruptured an Achilles. Which one did I rupture?
That might be worse. Right side.
Right side. God damn it, you got it right.
It looks amazing. We just know it.
In that case, I'll follow whatever you think I should look like.
Jared and I designed boy physiques pretty well.
Yeah.
As far as aesthetic,
We made it more engaging for the viewer in the hook by being like a Q&A, like, can you guess which one is smaller? And then we transferred the authority, which again made the video more engaging, to the guest, which in this case is Mike Israetel. And we continually like manipulated you as a viewer to keep watching based on the authority, because then it jumped right to something tactical, which was Chris talking about his program and Mike Israetel telling him exactly what to do. And then the video got a lot of engagement because of course, everyone in the comments has an opinion. So it got hundreds of comments of people's opinions, which to be frank, don't even matter because all it did was get engagement and the video went viral. And what you'll also notice, zero fancy edits, zero fancy graphics, just focusing on what matters, the story and structure of the video. So as you can tell, the hook is very important, but it also needs to be structured very well throughout the whole video. And that's where it comes down to having an understanding of what keeps people engaged, because that is truly something that certain creators have mastered. And the better you get at this, the less editing you have to do. Take for example, Madeline RG. She's blowing up on all of her platforms. She gets millions of views every video, and the girl just talks very fast with a lot of conviction, and she tells amazing stories. She's not scripting anything. I don't even think she has an editor. She's pretty much doing it with her phone, probably inside the TikTok app. Another example of this is Sam Sulek. He blew up overnight, and then everybody thought, well, I'm gonna copy the Sam Sulek editing style, and I'm gonna get the same results as Sam Sulek. Well, how's that working out for you? Truth is, there is no Sam Sulek editing style, because he doesn't edit at all. He's just a very interesting person who speaks very well, with a lot of confidence and a lot of conviction. And even the biggest creator on YouTube, Mr. Beast, is telling you that he wants to make his videos longer, more drawn out, not as ADD and fast paced, because he also understands the importance of the actual story. So where do you go from here? Understanding your audience is crucial to knowing how you're going to edit. So let's say you're editing to an 18 to 25-year-old demographic, maybe Snapchat. You probably do have to do a little flashier, a little faster pace, a little higher energy edits, as opposed to YouTube, where you can do a little longer form, more drawn out. Maybe on Instagram, your target demographic is 30 to 55. They don't need the ADD style, but they still need it a little bit. I'm not telling you to make slow, boring edits. You want to have them fast-paced to a degree, but understand who is watching these videos and where are these videos going to go and how are they going to be consumed. Let's say you want to target a rich demographic. It's not about the flash. It's about the story and the points that are captured in the edit. So don't cut out important things for the sake of making a video move a little faster. Leave those extra details in. Leave those extra maybe 2 seconds when somebody's coming up with a point, they're trying to say something. You have to be able to read and feel the way a video is flowing from start to finish. And I know that sounds a little woo-woo, but that feeling, that flow, and all my non-broke video editors are like, watch this, like, I know exactly what he's talking about. You feel the edit. You feel when it should be a cut. You feel what should be included. And when you figure that out by doing what I just explained in this video, you will put yourself in the top 0.1% of the video editors that actually make a lot of money. So let me give you some more tips, because I know that you can't control whether or not somebody you're editing is boring or not. I get it. You got to make money. You got to pay the bills. Rent's due every month. So let's say you have a boring client. Here's how you can make an edit more engaging. First, you got to watch the file start to finish. Always do that. Don't start editing until you watch that file start to finish, because all you're looking for is that one moment, because there's always one. Even the most boring people, I promise you, worked with lots of them. The most boring people get excited at some point during a video. And whether you have a 3, 5, or 10-minute file or a podcast, there is some point in there where they get excited and they start talking like this. You need to find that. Find that part. That's your hook. When you find that, put it to the front, and you need to build the video around that hook. Because no matter what, you need to get somebody excited in the first 3 seconds. And then you can do all the usual stuff. Cut out all the dead space, because they probably need it. Then you need to add maybe a bolder font, something that holds attention longer. Maybe you do need to include some visuals, maybe some pictures and some B-roll from that person's Instagram account. Can we please stop using all the same stock photos and B-roll for sake? Everybody's seen them and everybody's copying them. And once you've done this, pat yourself on the back, because you've done your best. You can't control how somebody speaks, but you can control how that edit feels. And if it feels faster, if it feels higher energy, then you did a good job and you earned that check. And that video probably stands a chance to do significantly better than if you had just gone the old Sam Sulek style on a boring, horribly mundane speaking person. Your job as a video editor is to not make a video loud and fancy. Your job is to get the point that was said by that content content creator, portrayed well in a 1-minute video or a 3-minute video, whatever platform you're choosing. That's your job, because that person that you are editing for does not care how pretty that video is. They don't. Even if they say they want a pretty video, all they care about is if it gets views. And if it gets views, it makes them money. And if it makes them money, what are they gonna do? Keep paying you money. So if you learned something from this video and you got value from it, value, I hate that word, but if you liked it and you want to learn more about video editing and you wanna make videos that get millions of views and become a better creator as a whole, there's a link in the description to join my community. It's cheap as f. I mean, really, it is. It's made me millions of dollars, and I know it'll do the same for you. Only you can be the judge of that. So go ahead and click the link in my bio, and I'd love to see you inside.